Do you think it'll happen?
Well, I don't know. The thing is, I will say this. 50 Cent was talking to Mike Koncz. Mike Koncz is negotiating with Manny. A lot of people are offering $100 million apiece. The fight, I think it's getting closer. I think it's going to happen. For the first time in my life, I see a light at the end of the tunnel.
All right, so wait a minute. Let me get this straight. So do you think, so you're saying you think that Manny is going to fight Floyd or that Canelo's going to fight Junior?
Manny's going to fight Floyd.
Okay, so, all right, that's what I thought you meant. And the bottom line is this. Explain to fans all over North America here on Sirius XM on the Howard Stern channels. Rasan had brought it up to me in the break that, first of all, Manny or Floyd and 50 are best friends, and they roll together large. And then they were going to start this fight promotion company, and then Rasan's telling me now that 50 Cent's going to start the promotion company with Manny instead. Is that true? What do you know about that?
Well, there's talk about that, but the thing is, it's just more negotiating than the two of them fighting. Now, 50 and Mayweather got together. They spent $3 million and bought like 5 fighters, and they paid big money for these fighters. But then Al Heyman stepped in again, so the deal's not done yet. And the thing is that 50 is negotiating on Mayweather's behalf with Mike Koncz, because Mayweather gave him that authority. And I'm not sure where Al Heyman is going to end up in this scenario, but I think 50 is taking over, and he's going to start his own promotion company. And and one thing that Arum told me, he said, I can deal with this guy. I'll negotiate with him. And so I think it's a good sign. So, and then Dubai's making a big offer, obviously, but it's tough to take a big fight like that and go to a foreign country. But there's a lot of money involved in that. That helps out a little bit.
So you're telling me that Dubai wants to have the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, and I'm guessing that would be in the spring or summer or September. When would that be? Because you're fighting.
It'll be March or April.
March or April in the spring. So because you're fighting. Marquez. Let's talk about that in a minute. Let me get back to this thing. So
Marquez won't happen if that fight comes through first.
So you're saying that if they cut a deal to fight Mayweather and Pacquiao, it'll blow the doors off the Pacquiao-Marquez. The only reason Pacquiao is fighting Marquez is essentially that's the only fight that appeals to him at all besides the Mayweather fight.
Yes.
All right, so you're saying that, do you feel that, you're telling me basically that Arum and 50 Cent are going to come to a deal, and the money that's on the table to make the most money is in Dubai for the fight?
That's what I hear. They're offering $200 million, I was told.
Wow, holy shit.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, that'll get people interested in that fight again. Do you think, Freddie, my man, that people have gotten pissed off enough that, and I know everyone will watch the fight. My question is, people have given up on Floyd Manny to the point where they're sick of fucking hearing about it. They don't even want to hear a rumor about a possible fight. That people have, I've moved on. I still want to see that fight. Do you believe the public, no matter where they have it, no matter when they have it, will still care about that fight more than they did, let's say, a year ago?
I think we've lost some ground. I mean, I got to be honest with you, because I'm tired of it too. So the thing is, the fight should have happened a year ago, but it'll still be the biggest fight of all time, and it'll still sell well. But the thing is, a year ago would have been better, I'm sure.
Freddie, what happened to Manny after he got fucked over? Tell me what happened to him mentally, and what it did to him, spiritually and mentally.
Well, he came up to me after the fight. He hugged me. He said, "Well, don't worry about it, Freddie." He said, "We'll make more money next time." And he said, "And I promise you, I'll knock him out." It's the first time he's ever said that in his life, that he predicted a knockout. So I said, "Man, I'm going to hold you to that, because you've been way too nice in the ring. too compassionate, and when you hurt these guys, you got to finish them. So hopefully that comes through. And one thing about this training camp coming up, we're going to start training camp after the press tour, and he has chosen to train at my gym in Hollywood the whole time. We're not going to the Philippines at all.
Thank God. Oh, thank God. I'm so fucking sick and tired of watching you deal with that bullshit. That is a waste of time for you. That just fucks him up. Fight training there. He's got to realize that. You finally gotten through to him.
Yeah, he's good. He wants to be focused. He knows that he's going to knock this guy out to get a win. Because I told him in this fight with Marquez, you at the beginning of the fight, you're down 3-0 already because the judges felt he got screwed us. I mean, the judges are human. So I said, we got to knock this guy out. And if you want to see number one, you need to knock him out. There's just no doubt about that. He needs to get that killer instinct back. And I told him. So he says, he says, we'll train in your gym the whole time. And I said, okay, that's a step in the right direction right away. So I'm really happy about that.
It is, you've been on the show 100 times. You're my favorite of all time in boxing, bar none. But I told you, Freddie, that I thought he beat the shit out of Bradley. I'm not stupid. And that was just bullshit. But that I've told you on a number of occasions, and we've disagreed on that, I thought Marquez beat him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And the other thing is, we got booed really bad, and people are human, and people, that's why I told him, if we fight Marquez, if you pick Marquez instead of Bradley's an easier fight, but Marquez is a bigger fight, and brings more money to the table. I said, if you pick Marquez, I said, we got to fucking train harder than ever. I said, so the game plan we've been using, we've got to change. You guys just go out there and just like the first fight, put this guy in his ass 3 times and keep him on his ass.
Did you, the fact is that they had this fight, I think the public thought that this fight was done deal on December 8th. So you're telling me now that
it wasn't final till yesterday, because Bradley was still in the hunt until yesterday.
But you're telling me that even though it's final, that it's, if Arum can cut a deal with 50 Cent, and Dubai, that it'll cancel that fight, and they'll just flat out fight in March or April in Dubai with Pacquiao and Mayweather.
That's what I was told.